We're at the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium for high school girls basketball, and the top two teams in the league getting together here, both at 18-4. It's the Montgomery Vikings and the Cardinal Newman Cardinals in league play. Cardinal Newman is 10-0. In fact, they've won 67 straight league games over the last few years. Hello, everyone. I'm Dave Cox, along with Matt Fowler, and a great rivalry. In fact, Montgomery played Cardinal Newman tough. The closest game during the 67-game winning streak was their first meeting at the Viking Dome, a 6-point win for Cardinal Newman. Montgomery may have gained some confidence from that meeting.
Absolutely, coming in with a world of confidence. They have a 6-point matchup, and when you are going up against a team that's won 67 straight league games, that's got to give you tremendous confidence coming in to their gym tonight.
The player who's got to have a big game tonight for Montgomery is Shayla Newman, their post player. Shayla has had a great year for Montgomery. In fact, she's had a tremendous career for the Vikings. And if she has a big game in the post tonight, they have a chance.
Absolutely. She is absolutely dominant in the post, averaging 12.9 points a game and 8.1 rebounds. She can get on the glass. She can hurt you so many different ways. It will be tough for Newman if she goes off.
Here's a big basket she made toward the end of that meeting at Montgomery, and that got her team fired up. She has had a tremendous career, and there she is warming up tonight. You see her average almost a double-double on the season for the Montgomery Vikings. On the other side, Maya Flores is now the all-time leading scorer in girls basketball for Cardinal Newman. She's a great three-point shooter. If she's on tonight, Cardinal Newman should have a great chance to pull away in this one.
Almost 50% from three. She is a sharpshooter, no doubt. And Cardinal Newman, deadly from three-point range. If she's on, Montgomery's going to have a lot of problems.
She can also get to the basket occasionally with that left hand. She does a great job of scoring.
The game, you're just going to hear.
She is taking her warm-up tonight. 1,437 points. The only player in Cardinal Newman basketball history with more is Enoch Dix. So the first meeting was a close one. Montgomery played them very, very close. In fact, Grace Stelzner made this very tricky basket to pull Montgomery to within 6. But then Cardinal Newman took a timeout. They turned it up a notch defensively. Avery Cargill got a big steal right here, got the ball to Anya Choice, and Cardinal Newman won at the Viking Dome. So this should be a great matchup. It's the Vikings and the Cardinals coming up next from the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium on this week's Game of the Week. Epicenter has redefined fun in Sonoma County with an epic mix of sports, entertainment, recreation, dining, and nightlife, all under one roof. Experience Epicenter's arcade with cutting-edge interactive games, 7D thrill ride, and advanced laser tag arena. Enjoy 16 lanes of upscale bowling at 710 Social, and check out Victory House Restaurant with massive HD screens for awesome sports viewing. Burn off energy at Rock and Jump Trampoline Park, or sign up for multi-sport leagues at Sports City, 3215 Coffee Lane in Santa Rosa.
We've worked hard to create a good life for you and your family. Protecting what you've earned is important. At George Peterson Insurance Agency, our local agents work with you to make sure your home and belongings are protected from potential risks. When it comes to you and your family, we're committed to providing you with the right insurance for your needs. We work hard to ensure that your risks are covered, so you can focus on what's most important. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
When you come to Oil Stop, we'll serve you and your passengers with a complimentary beverage. Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, coffee, tea, hot chocolate, hot cider, or even a bottle of cold, refreshing water. Want to check your emails, surf the web, or get some work done when you're in for service? Use our high-speed Wi-Fi. It's free. We'll also provide a free car wash with your oil change, so your car looks as good as it runs. How convenient is that? Oil Stop, we're here to serve you.
Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole-person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org. All 8th grade students are invited to Preview Day, Monday, February 26th, 8:15 to 1:15. And welcome back to the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium on the campus of Cardinal Newman High School, and everyone very excited to be back in action. The gym open, the campus open after the devastating fires. It was a long haul to get here, but they are very happy to be back. Here's the starting lineup tonight for the Montgomery Vikings first. And you'll see it's Mackenzie Wyman and Ivy Lee, along with Sierra Michalek at the guard position. Shayla Newman and Trinity Hawkins will be in the post tonight for Coach Daryl LeBleu. He has done a nice job with this program the last few years and hopes to have another good game tonight. Now we'll meet the starting lineup for the Cardinal Newman Cardinals. And for Cardinal Newman, this has been the go-to lineup. Choice, Cargill, and Flores, along with Tal Webb and Ari Searcy in the post for Monica Myrtle, who has just had a tremendous run here with this team. They haven't lost in league play since 2014. They have a state championship in Division 4 2 years ago, and that great run in the Open Division last year. Referees tonight, TJ Murphy and Steve Phillips. They'll be wearing the stripes and blowing the whistles.
10-0 for Newman, 8-2 for Montgomery, respectively. This is going to be one heck of a matchup.
Maya Flores on the left side. That is where she spots up. She likes that left corner. Choice gets it out to Cargill. Cargill with the first three of the night, and she nails it. Avery Cargill.
Right away, good defense.
Montgomery gets it up against the pressure. Weinman, she had a couple big threes in that first meeting. They tried to dump it down low to Ivy Lee, and she ends up having the ball tipped out of bounds. Last touched one of the Cardinals. So Montgomery will hang on. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Weinman will inbound it, looking for Newman underneath. They like to get her the ball when they have that set play underneath. Weinman penetrates, dishes out to Michalek. Off the mark, nice box out by Avery Cargill, who has a basket and now a rebound. Choice thought about the three. Instead, she kicks it back out to Cargill, who hits her second three of the night. Avery Cargill off to a big start. She had 44 threes coming in tonight, so she is a very good and very capable three-point shooter as well.
It's going to be a long night if you keep leaving them open.
Trinity Hawkins. Was some question whether or not Hawkins would play tonight. She hasn't been feeling well, but she got the thumbs up, and she scores early on here.
It's important for Montgomery kind of weather the storm coming in. Newman has a 67-game win streak. You know that that's on their mind. They just kind of have to weather the storm, try and hang around here, as they did in Montgomery.
Yeah, they made a very nice run in the third and fourth quarter to tighten that game up. It's the only single-digit victory for Cardinal Newman during the 67-game winning streak, and a lot of the games have been 25, 30-plus point wins as Cargill is fouled. Not a shooting foul, so the Cardinals will take it out underneath the basket.
And there you see that three by Cargill. She is lighting it up here early, and Montgomery needs to find a way to stop her.
Choice up to Cargill. Cargill's already hit 2 threes. Now she'll try Webb in the corner, and Tal Webb hits the three. So Cardinal Newman gets off to a nice start as they have hit 3 threes already here in the first quarter.
It's going to sound obvious, but Montgomery needs to force Newman to go inside because guarding them on the perimeter is not working.
And the Vikings turn it over. So Cardinal Newman now up by 7 with a chance to add to that. Talked about the fact that maybe some confidence for Montgomery coming into this one, but they've got to play well in the early going, Matt, to keep that confidence going. Here's Ivy Lee now ahead to Hawkins, but Searcy gets there defensively. Nice play.
What a steal. Just took it right from her.
Flores hasn't taken a shot yet. Cardinal Newman's trademark is crisp, sharp passing. They move the ball so well. And there's Flores getting to the rack. If you guard her too closely up top, she can drive. And Coach Daryl LeBleu wants to take a timeout right here.
Newman just has too many weapons, and they're fired up as going into this timeout as well. They should be 3 for 4 on three-pointers and with a 9-point lead. As you see here, I said you needed to force him to go inside, but apparently that didn't work because that's an easy layup right there. And Montgomery needs to make some adjustments after this timeout.
Yeah, standings in this league, it's been all Newman 10-0, Montgomery 8-2, 2 games back. They lost to Ukiah. That was a tough one. Otherwise, if they win this one, that would make it a tie for first place.
But you can't worry about games on the schedule. You just got to worry about the game now. And Montgomery needs to answer Newman's flurry here to begin the game.
And there's a blocking foul called as Michalek was trying to get around Anya Choice, and Choice picked up the foul.
Fouls on Anya Choice, that's her first.
Tal Webb has a steal.
And
then
was
she
out of
was
bounds
fouled.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
That foul's on Ivy Lee.
Or actually,
Yeah, Ivy Lee picked up the foul right there after the turnover.
Newman fortunate there because that looked like it was going to go out of bounds. I don't think she was able to keep that in.
Cargill for 3. Off the mark.
And that's inexcusable defense right there. You have to get that rebound if you're Montgomery.
Anya Choice couldn't quite get that one. She wanted it. It rolled around the rim and out, and now Anya Choice will go to the free throw line.
That foul's on Trinity Hawkins.
Newman
4,
establishing themselves inside and out. And it's just about turning the faucet off at this end if you're Montgomery. Fortunate there with 2 missed free throws.
Montgomery gets it across, and then Flores fouls, Weinman.
Fouls on Maya Flores, that's her first.
Lee, one of the nice pass. There's Newman backing in on Flores, and Flores fouls her, so Shayla Newman will go to the line.
And I like that aggressiveness from Montgomery and from Newman. Go inside, get yourself fouled, get to the line. As you see here, Newman determined. She says, all right, this game hasn't started too well for us, but I'm going to try and change that and get myself to the line, get a couple easy points.
Newman off the mark on the first one. Montgomery's got to hit free throws. Especially right now, 3 team fouls. Chances are they may get in the bonus as Flores takes a break. And Newman gets 1 of 2 to make it 11-3.
And you got to play almost flawless, as we mentioned, against this Newman team because of their 67-game win streak. That doesn't happen by accident.
And there's a travel call, so the Cardinals turn it over.
Looks like it was Stelzner that tried to take a charge there. Either way, same result, turnover, Montgomery ball.
.340 to go now here in this first quarter. Montgomery trying to tighten it up. Every possession important. Nice move by Michalek, but she can't hit the spin in the lane. She's got a great look. Choice gets it ahead to Asia Doral. Cardinals almost turned it over themselves. Cargill slices to the basket, a little strong. Tal Webb, offensive rebound, ball still loose. And it is Montgomery that comes up with it. That's Grace Stelzner who ends up with the rebound. Nice hustle there. Shot from the outside, no good, and Webb has it at the other end.
It's just a little bit too quick of a shot if you're Montgomery. and it results in a layup at the other end.
Yes, it does. So Searcy makes it 13-3.
Montgomery having to play uphill already.
.240 to go. Webb hits the floor right there. Lee drives and kicks. Stelzner from the corner off the mark. Long rebound. Searcy had it. Players hitting the floor. And now they call it a tie-up. Ball never hit the rim. It was very close to being a shot clock violation.
I think it is the right call, though. The refs called a jump ball before the buzzer went off. The signal came up.
Ashley Barr will check in now for Montgomery. Great sophomore player. 6-footer. She can add some scoring punch to Montgomery's lineup. It's only 1 second on the shot clock. And they get it off somehow. They never started the shot clock. And TJ Murphy says, no, that's not going to work, because it didn't hit the rim. It was well over a second by the time they took the shot, but even that shot didn't hit the rim, so it didn't matter.
Almost banked it in there. It wouldn't have counted anyway. And if you're Newman, or excuse me, Montgomery, Dave, are you surprised that you're only down by 10 at this point?
They haven't played well, but Newman hasn't been able to pull away. They've turned it over a couple times, so Montgomery now has a chance to pull a little closer.
Newman's defense disruptive. That's a great move to get yourself to the line, and for Shayla Newman, bail the team out as the shot clock was again winding down. All these passes that Montgomery are making are being disrupted by the defense.
So Shayla Newman at the line. She gets the first one, so she scored all of her points at the free throw line so far. Second one, no good. Nine-point lead. Tal Webb adds to that with a three.
That's what happens.
Her second three of the night.
You double team, and that's what happens. It's a Newman team too good.
And there's a turnover. Asia Doral, the freshman, ends up with the ball. Montgomery has now turned it over 3 times, and there's the foul as Avery Cargill drives the left side, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Everything going wrong for Montgomery.
That foul's on young Lauren Shank. That's her first.
Monica Myrtle looking to make some more substitutions.
And you understand, playing first place team, the team that has won 67 straight league games, you're going to be outmatched in certain areas, but at 8-2, Montgomery has got to feel like they can play a whole lot better.
Cargill gets the second, so she has 8 points. Great first quarter for Avery Cargill, and now it's a 14-point lead. Montgomery needs to find a way to score against this very tough defense, and there's another turnover as it goes off the foot of Michalik. Anya Choice running the floor, and she got it.
How did she get that to go? Acrobatic layup, Anya Choice, and it is all Newman winding down the first.
Very impressive shot there for Choice. And now another turnover as the Cardinals defense is turning it up a notch or two. Cardinals working it down. The shot clock is at 10. Choice into traffic and an offensive foul, which gives Montgomery plenty of time to run a play. Second foul on Choice as well, so that's something that's going to send her to the bench, and Emma Nordby will check in. Here it is.
That's a big second foul.
trying to drive into the double team and kick, but she didn't get the pass off soon enough.
This could be a big bucket here.
Montgomery works it around. They try to go down low to Newman, and once again, it's a steal by Cardinal Newman. The 6th turnover in the first quarter comes to an end with a big lead for Newman as they pull away. Their defense was incredible in that first quarter, and they have a nice big lead. So at the end of one, it is Cardinal Newman 20, Montgomery 4. We'll take a break right here and be back with the start of quarter number 2 in just a moment.
Mead Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Mead Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Mead Clark Lumber. North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division 1, 2, 3, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers for the best in girls AAU basketball. It's the North Bay Elite.
So Avery Cargill apparently had a little blood on her jersey. She has switched from 21 to 32, so she's wearing a different jersey now. And there seems to be some confusion about who had the ball or whose possession it should be. It's going to be Montgomery's. Monica Myrtle's not so sure about that.
Dave, correct me if I'm wrong.
And I think she's right, because during that jump ball, Montgomery got the ball back, right, on that last jump ball before they had that shot clock violation. So I think Monica Myrtle is correct. It should be Newman's possession here. And the officials have corrected that.
This isn't like the professional NBA where the first possession decides the first and fourth quarters, and the team that loses the possession gets second and third.
So second quarter now, Montgomery's got their work cut out for them. Like you said, Matt, they want to stay in the game early and try to make a run late if they can hang around. Right now, Cardinal Newman has opened up a 16-point lead, looking for their 68th straight league victory.
There were 4 Montgomery Vikings around, and Newman still ended up with the rebound, although it doesn't hurt them there.
Ashley Barr with the rebound, and she turns it over.
That kind of makes everybody shake their head.
Shot from the corner, Tal Webb, no good. There's Barr with another rebound. So Ashley Barr has come in and immediately added some punch to Montgomery on the defensive end. Stelzner gets her own miss, but then travels. Stelzner was trying to keep that ball alive for her team, but couldn't quite do it.
Montgomery is actually forcing a lot of stops here, and they're not being able to cash in on them.
Cardinal Newman, at this point, has to be considered one of the greatest basketball teams in this county ever, boys or girls. The fact that they won a state title, of course, Cloverdale won 2 state titles back-to-back in the early 80s, but then their run in the Open Division is maybe even more impressive than their state championship run. They upset Carondelet on the road, then they upset Pinewood on the road, before eventually losing to Archbishop Mitty. But it was a heck of a run, and they're the only team to get an Open Division bid ever in the history of the county.
3 straight stops by Montgomery, but 0 points converted off of those 3 stops.
Yeah, that's huge. They've had their opportunities, certainly after Cardinal Newman got off to a hot start shooting-wise. They've cooled down a little bit, and like you said, they've gotten some stops, but they can't seem to penetrate that Cardinal Newman defense at the other end. Tal Webb kicks it out to Flores. Her first 3 of the night is off the mark. Ashley Barr comes down with another rebound. So 3 rebounds off the bench. Stelzner with an open lane, but Cargill taps it away. Nice hustle by Cargill to come from behind. Montgomery will get a set play now under the basket. Newman is off the floor right now. So they like to go with these plays, and Searcy takes it away from Barr. 8 turnovers now for the Vikings. Saw incredible defense last night by the Montgomery boys. Tonight we're seeing similar type defense by the Cardinal Newman girls. The Montgomery boys last night, played that great defense all night against Cardinal. They must have had close to 15, 20 block shots, and Cardinal Newman ended up shooting around 15% in that game, and had more to do with Montgomery's defense than it did Cardinal Newman's offense.
Nearly 2 minutes go by in this quarter. Neither team has scored, and if you're Newman, that's got to upset you. And if you're Montgomery, it's even worse.
Down low it goes to Doral. Tries to get it up with that left hand, and Ashley Barr has her 4th rebound.
4 straight stops. Actually 5. Nice move there.
Yeah, Weinman with that behind the back move. Ivy Lee guarded by Cargill. Up top it goes to Barr. Barr, who's also a very good soccer player, and unfortunately this year soccer and basketball are both winter sports. Michalik, her shot's blocked by Ari Searcy. Newman looking to add to the lead. Drow floats that one up, no good, and coming down with the rebound is Sierra Michalik. Sierra Michalik getting the start tonight in place of Kylie Newman, I should say, who's out now for Montgomery. There is Maya Flores off the mark. Nice hustle. Cargill ends up with it. Michalik almost got there, and Flores steps back a little further. She's missed her first 3, but Ari Searcy is right there to mop it up. Big offensive rebound and putback for the Cardinals.
Dave, before that basket, 8 straight stops by Montgomery, no points.
Weinman trying to penetrate, and she's fouled, so she's going to go to the free throw line. Mackenzie Weinman.
Fouls on Asia Doral, that's her first.
Weinman short on that first one.
And if you're Montgomery here, try to get this somehow, some way to a 10-point game by halftime. That's all you have to do. With the way that they've played and the way that Newman has executed, that will give them a lot of confidence.
Weinman gets neither, and Tal Webb gets the rebound. Doral tries a 3, no good. And nice job by Flores to somehow keep that one alive and score inside. She hasn't hit her outside shots, but she scored 2 inside for 4 points and a 20-point lead.
Flores somehow gets it to go.
Barr turns it over, and she may be injured. Ashley Barr may have turned her ankle. She is in some pain right there.
See if we can see on the replay. She is, oh my goodness. She is visibly upset.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. She definitely went down. And she's holding that ankle. Maybe we can pick it up on the replay. Oh, it looks like she got stepped on right there. The back of her Achilles was stepped on by Ari Searcy, and that has got to be painful. So.
And you never want to speculate on any injury, but if you get stepped on your Achilles like that and you have that reaction, it doesn't take a genius to figure out what might be wrong.
All right, we'll take a quick break right here, and we'll be back Up, she's up, hang on, we'll stay up. She's made it back up. And Ashley Barr will get some assistance off the floor. Shayla Newman will check back in.
And that does not look good. She cannot put any weight.
No. Well, that's too bad. Here comes Cardinal Newman now. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Anya Choice flips it up with the left hand, and Shayla Newman comes down with the rebound, her first of the night. See if Montgomery can get their offense going. They've been stuck on that 4 spot for quite some time. They've only hit 1 field goal. There's Ivy Lee. Searcy has the rebound. And Searcy gets fouled in the backcourt by Ivy Lee. Strategy for Montgomery, obviously try to be aggressive, try to make things happen, which is what they've got to do. And obviously right there, it costs them a foul. But I think if you're Daryl LeBlue, you'll take those fouls. You want your team playing aggressive and trying to come up with loose balls as much as you can against a team like Cardinal Newman. Asia Doral on the left side now flips it back up to Anya Choice. Looking for a screen from Flores. Flores now will fire away, and she hits her first 3. That is her 85th three-point basket of the year.
Flores doing it all.
And a travel. Turnovers starting to mount for Montgomery. That's 10. And the amazing thing, Matt, as you've mentioned, they've come up with some stops. They just can't seem to find a way to score the basket against the Cardinal Newman defense at the other end of the floor. And that wasn't the problem in the first meeting. They made a bunch of three-pointers. Weinman in particular was strong there. Shayla Newman had a good game also, and Trinity Hawkins made some great transition baskets in that first meeting. And Flores is starting to heat up as she hits 2 in a row from beyond the arc to make it 30-4.
This is not looking good for Montgomery. There's no real way to sugarcoat it, although nice shot there.
And there's Hawkins. She has been the lone field goal scorer for Montgomery right now, and I think they got to go to her more often. Flores steps back, off the mark this time. Choice ends up with the rebound, keeping it alive for the Cardinals as they get a fresh 30. Flores for 3. Shayla Newman trying to keep it alive, and Ivy Lee ends up with the rebound. See if Montgomery can get 2 in a row now. Michalek got the lane but couldn't get the basket. Cargill bringing it up now against good pressure by Ivy Lee. Choice driving the baseline, and she gets wide open. Anya Choice, the sophomore, and she is going to be an absolute star. She already is a great player, but man, you can only imagine her junior and senior years here at Cardinal Newman. She is going to be one of the players that gets a lot of attention from college recruiters as Weinman gets the 3. Finally, they get a look. That's the first 3 I think they've even taken tonight, and Weinman hits it. Very capable, very good three-point shooter. Weinman averages 5.1 per game. There's Cargill, and she answers with a 3 at the other end. Avery Cargill now has 11 points.
And you just kind of shake your head if you're Montgomery. You're maybe starting to build a little bit of momentum, hit your first 3, and then Newman comes right back, hits a 3 of their own.
Weinman will try to make it 2 in a row. Ball still alive, and Weinman ends up with it. In the lane, Shayla Newman. Michalek ends up with the rebound. So the Vikings get a couple of looks here as the halftime clock wears down. Michalek with an offensive board as they get a couple of really nice looks at the basket and 3 offensive rebounds. That has got to make Monica Myrtle a little concerned right now, but the lead is big. It's a 24-point bulge. Shot clock and game clock off by about 6 seconds here, and Cardinal Newman's going to milk it.
As well they should.
Flores has it taken away by Michalek. Or excuse me, that's Weinman. Weinman tried to draw the foul. didn't get it, and Searcy ends up with the rebound. 5 seconds, kicked out on your choice. Tries to go right, left, and score. The ball goes out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So the pace really started to pick up there in that last minute or so. It's kind of interesting, and I think Montgomery sort of relaxed a little bit there. They were very tight. They got some stops. They couldn't get their shots, but they seemed to get into more of an offensive groove. Now the question is, can they get it back on the defensive end?
Yeah, and anything can happen in high school basketball. I mean, you know, we got 16 minutes left in this game, and we'll see how that loss, how Montgomery deals with that loss. That Achilles injury looks pretty severe. Yeah,
Ashley Barr is getting heavily taped up over there. And at the half, it is 35-11. Newman over Montgomery. We'll take a break right here. Be back with some highlights of the first half and the start of the third quarter in just a moment.
Looking to buy or sell wine country, ranch, and vineyard property? Vice Properties, with over 75 years of combined experience, can make it happen. Vice Properties specializes in North Bay ranch and vineyard properties with in-depth local knowledge and relationships unparalleled in wine country. Vice Properties can also help with commercial, investment, and residential properties. We know the market. Let us help you get the best deal possible. Call Vice Properties today or go to viceproperties.com. Epicenter has redefined fun in Sonoma County with an epic mix of sports, entertainment, recreation, dining, and nightlife all under one roof. Experience Epicenter's arcade with cutting-edge interactive games, 7D thrill ride, and advanced laser tag arena. Enjoy 16 lanes of upscale bowling at 710 Social, and check out Victory House Restaurant with massive HD screens for awesome sports viewing. Burn off energy at Rock and Jump Trampoline Park or sign up for multi-sport leagues at Sports City, 3215 Coffee Lane in Santa Rosa.
We've worked hard to create a good life for you and your family. Protecting what you've earned is important. At George Peterson Insurance Agency, our local agents work with you to make sure your home and belongings are protected from potential risks. When it comes to you and your family, we're committed to providing you with the right insurance for your needs. We work hard to ensure that your risks are covered, so you can focus on what's most important. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
In tonight, so she is a very
And welcome back to the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium as we're still waiting for Montgomery. They actually just made it out, and we'll see what happens here as we get ready to start the third quarter. Montgomery's got to come out and be on fire as we start this third quarter of play and try to get back in the game. They did show some promise there at the end of the second quarter. It wasn't too bad.
When you look at a game like this with Newman leading 35-11, you have to do it in stages. So Montgomery, as you see here at the very end of the half, they were able to get a few layups to go, a three-pointer, but Newman had a nice response. But be that as it may, Montgomery had a little bit of life. And as I was saying, in stages, these things have to go, as you see the three here. So if you're Montgomery, you want to try and get the lead down to about 13 or 12. But on the Newman side of things, they've just been on fire with three-pointers, layups, anything you can imagine. Circus shots, nice layup there. They have just been on fire, and Montgomery has not had an answer. Turnovers and offensive rebounds have been killing Montgomery, as you see there. Just more three-pointers, and Montgomery pouring it on. Monica Myrtle has to like that, although she can't like the lapse at the end of the first half a little bit. We'll see what Montgomery can do to answer.
Rebounding edge actually for Montgomery, 13-7, but it was the three-pointers that really were the big difference in that first half. Cardinal Newman hit 7 threes. Montgomery hit just 1 3 in that first half of play, and here we go. Third quarter, Montgomery hoping to come out on fire right here and now. Michalik tries a three. Tapped and last touched by Shayla Newman, so it'll be Cardinal Newman's ball.
I like the thinking, though. Get a three-point shot right away, try and start to get back in it.
Cargill with a good look, and she nails it. Cargill hit a couple of threes in the first quarter, 1 in the second quarter. She now has 4 three-point baskets and leads all scorers with 14 points.
Spacing on the floor there is what caused her to get wide open.
Trinity Hawkins is fouled there by Ari Searcy. Hawkins definitely a player that has made things happen so far tonight. A couple of good slashes to the basket. If she can draw fouls, that could be very important for Montgomery. Hawkins had 4 points in that first half. And she got it. Hawkins just a junior. And she got them both. Trinity Hawkins now with 6 points. Cargill with a little lane. Fighting for the offensive rebound, Searcy. Newman tied her up. The possession arrow, however, favors Cardinal Newman at this juncture with a 25-point lead. Down low it goes to Cargill. She's trying to post up. And the Vikes take it away, and then a travel call. So Montgomery turns it back over. Newman turned it over, and then the Vikings oblige. Turnovers, big lead for Newman in that category. Montgomery has now 11. The Cardinals have turned it over just 3 times so far in this game. There's Flores from the right corner, not her traditional spot, and Ivy Lee has the rebound for Montgomery, her second. Montgomery has done a very nice job rebounding so far tonight. Problem is finding offense. There's Shayla Newman, nice spin with the left hand, but Searcy defended her well.
And it just seems like no easy baskets for Newman. They have to work Montgomery, they have to work so hard to get every basket. Newman, just everything. They're just trying to throw the ball in the ocean at this point, and it's working.
Great offensive rebound and put back by Tal Webb. Trinity Hawkins off the mark. Searcy with a great box out. She has 4 rebounds now for the Cardinals. Choice looking to penetrate. She does. Searcy with a rebound. Choice guarded by Hawkins. Flores steps back and nails another three. Her third of the night, so 87 three-pointers for her. And TJ Murphy's gonna shoo the Montgomery fans in that front row, tell them to get back a little bit. And we've got a timeout taken here by Montgomery as we see that three-pointer.
And all these three-pointers and circus shots just going down for Newman. And we sound like broken records, Dave, we really do, but you can't really say much more.
We're gonna take a look at the standings here in the North Bay League. Cardinal Newman sitting at 10-0, and they've averaged almost 70 points per game. The first meeting, they won by 6. Cargill and Flores had 10. Choice had 18 in that one. Montgomery, with that loss to Ukiah, is sitting at 8-2.
On any other night, Montgomery would probably play a more competitive game, but tonight in Newman's gym, this is not looking good for them.
I think the record there on Ukiah was off. They're actually 6-4, not 9-1 as that one indicated, but in third place nonetheless. Top 4 will make the NBL playoff tournament at the end of the year, and at the JC, the championship game will play. But both the SCL and the NBL playoff championship tournament games will be played at Santa Rosa Junior College this year, as the pass down low is taken away by Cargill. 12th turnover of the night for Montgomery, and then the Vikings get it back at the other end. Mashalik brings it up, finds Ivy Lee, guarded by Tal Webb. Hawkins down to Weinman. Number 3 guarding number 3. Hawkins trying to drive. Nice help by Flores, but Hawkins spins and scores. 8 points now for Trinity Hawkins.
Nice bright spot for Montgomery.
And Choice sees a little lane right there, and she takes advantage of it. And it's taken away by Flores, and she lays it in. Wow. 2 quick baskets for Cardinal Newman to add to the lead. 47-15. Mashalik and one. Somehow got that one to go, and she'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
And here we go. We'll see Mashalik here trying to do everything she can to make the score a little bit more respectable here, and she'll have a chance at the three-point play. And that's a tough spin move going up against the defender, banking it off the glass. She's unable to complete it.
Cargill travels. That's 5 turnovers now for the Cardinals. Hawkins trying to get it down low to Shayla Newman, but Tal Webb is right there. Searcy out in front of the pack, and she lays it in. Nice transition basket there for the Cardinals, who now lead it 49-17 with just over 4 minutes left in this third quarter. What a performance by Cardinal Newman, and there's the throwaway. Keep in mind, as we've talked about, Montgomery only lost by 6 in the first meeting. There's Daryl LeBlue. A little frustrated, I'm sure. They came in with some confidence. Cardinal Newman didn't shoot very well in that first meeting, and tonight they're shooting much better at home. They were really road warriors before the school was opened. They played all of their games on the road, as Flores almost gets another one, but Searcy has the rebound. Searcy trying to fight out of trouble, and she's fouled by Weinman.
Fouls on number 3, Weinman. That's her first.
See the Cardinal Newman fans making a lot of noise here tonight. Nice to see the support for the basketball team. Flores back out to Cargill. And Cargill does it again. 17 points now for Avery Cargill.
Avery Cargill been lighting it up all night. And she steps in the gym, she's within range.
There's Ivy Lee with a lane, but misses the lay-in. Cersei now with 7 rebounds. Montgomery's had a few pretty good looks they haven't converted on, and a blocking foul on Ivy Lee at the other end.
That foul's on number 13, Ivy Lee. That's her third.
Cargill will inbound this one. Inbound, Flores, and she lays it in. Maya Flores having a good game.
Way too easy. You got to get a body on her if you're Montgomery.
17 points for Flores, 17 points for Cargill. And there's the takeaway. Choice in the open floor. Bounces it ahead Doral. She can't catch up with that. So the Cardinals a little careless in the open floor right there. I don't think Monica Myrtle minds that turnover so much. You're trying to run the floor, you try to make something happen, and I think she'll take that. Not an easy play, but good defense that time by Montgomery as well. Lee trying to get past Doral. She does. Good effort by Doral to stay in front. Shank will try a 3. Doesn't get it. And a foul. Flores was in good position, and Grace Stelzner tried to get the rebound over the top.
That foul's on Grace Stelzner.
That's Stelzner's first 13th foul against the Vikings.
Check that, Stelzner.
Nice move by Choice. Doesn't quite get it. Flores for 3, off the mark. Playoffs are going to be a little different here this year. They have just voted in NCS to put the divisions together by competitive equity, similar to what happens at the state level. So it's going to be, teams could end up anywhere. I have a feeling Newman will end up in Division I at some point. Although they're playing as a Division III school this year, the NCS brackets will be put together by competitive equity. So that's going to be very interesting to see who ends up where. And that should really make things different when you get down to Divisions 4 and 5.
I really like that. I really like you rewarding the excellence of basketball by the best teams.
Flores, 20 points now for Maya Flores. And the lead is 40. More than likely now we'll see a running clock in the fourth quarter. There's been a lot of those during this 67-game winning streak for the Cardinals. Stelzner gets one to go from the outside. Nice basket there as Montgomery continues to fight hard. Flores to Tal Webb, stripped away by Stelzner. Nice defense as she gets back in the lane. Inbound goes to Tal Webb. She'll try the 3. Got it. Webb's had a nice game shooting. She's got kind of a slow start this year, but her game has definitely picked up, shooting much better. Outside shot by Salinas, no good. Rebound, Tal Webb. Webb gets it ahead to Emma Nordby, and her shot was partially blocked, but the foul called on Salinas.
And if you're Montgomery here, as you
Foul
see,
number 24, Sophie Salinas. That's her first.
There's Tal Webb.
big three-pointer, and just trying everything Montgomery is to do something, and they just don't have an answer. And if you're Montgomery, you're not going to learn much from this game. You're just going to take it. and chalk it up as a loss and move on. Whereas certain things in losses you can learn from, this is just a game that they don't want to watch the tape of.
Nordby gets 1 of 2, under a minute to go in the third. And the turnover there by Montgomery, so it'll be Cardinal Newman's ball.
And not to take away from Montgomery. Montgomery is a great team at 8-2, obviously, but just outmatched here tonight.
Montgomery may end up maybe in Division II come playoff time, which could be a good spot for them. Here comes Cargill now taking her time. The shot clock and game clock are off by about 6 seconds, so they can work this down. Nordby to Cargill. Off the front rim, Emma Nordby with a rebound, plenty of time. Although the shot clock went off, even though they hit the rim, so they're gonna take that out on the side.
Monica Myrtle does not like that. They had a flow going. They had a shot.
TJ Murphy's gonna go and have a little conversation with whoever's running the shot clock. Ball definitely hit the rim. That's one thing that they've got to kind of judge for themselves. The official doesn't make that call, although they can adjust it if they feel like an error was made. And definitely in that case, the ball did hit the rim. Tal Webb with 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Cargill in the lane, no good. Nice rebound, and that's going to do it. So Cardinal Newman continues to pull away, and they lead it big after 3. So we'll have a running clock, I believe, here in the fourth quarter as we have completed 3 quarters of play here at the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium, and we will step aside right here and be back with the start of the final 8 minutes of this one. It's 61-19, Cardinal Newman over Montgomery. Cardinal Newman High offers a Catholic college preparatory whole person education. With a dedicated faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, your daughter or son will have the advantages of the highest caliber educational opportunity in Sonoma County. Learn more at cardinalnewman.org.
All 8th grade students are invited to Preview Day, Monday, February 26th, 8:15 to 1:15.
Meade Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Meade Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Meade Clark Lumber. Now we'll take a look at those North Coast section standings. And this is computer generated. Salesian Prep, Miramona, Castro Valley, and then Cardinal Newman in the 4 spot. So that would indicate to me possibly getting to go Division I. You see where Carondelet is in the 6th spot. Heritage, we saw them early in the season in the Cardinal Newman Classic. They're sitting in the 7th spot as we take it to the 4th quarter. And then, of course, the big question is, who goes to the Open when it comes to the CIF? Cardinal Newman's kind of a bubble team in terms of that. Nobody wants to be the 7 or the 8 team. St. Mary's and Mitty are the 1 and 2 teams, and they are blowing teams out this year. So if you get the 7 or the 8 in the Open, that's a tough spot to be in.
And let's see if Newman, how they play this. They're already up by 42. And Montgomery, let's see if they can get a few baskets and feel a little bit better about the score by the time this one's all over.
Some new players on the floor here. Christina Bocci getting a chance, and she gets fouled by Stelzner. Aaliyah Kansani-Baker is now in the game as well. Emma Nordby. The lone starter still on the floor is Anya Choice. It's one of the nice things for the backups when Cardinal Newman does win this many games by this many points. They get a lot of playing time, and I tell you what, their backups are very good. There's Stelzner. Nice takeaway. Goes up strong against Choice and scores. Nice play. Grace Stelzner with 4 points now. Comes Anya Choice now in traffic. Almost got it with the left hand, and Shayla Newman fouls her. Or excuse me, that was Lexi Bateman, who just checked in for Cardinal Newman, playing the post now.
That's her second.
And we have a timeout here taken by Cardinal Newman. Super Bowl Sunday coming up on Sunday.
Who you got?
You know, I would not bet against New England, but I'll probably be rooting for the Eagles because of this guy right there, Jerry Robinson, former Philadelphia Eagle, played here at Cardinal Newman. He's a great basketball player as well as football player before he went to UCLA and was an All-American. He is in the College Football Hall of Fame. I gave him a hard time, too, because he wears a lot of Raiders stuff, and he goes around, he signs autograph for the Raiders, and I said, man, you had to dig deep in the closet to find that Eagles hat, and he said, you're darn right, but he found it.
Now, on the New England side, didn't you do Tom Brady's one of his high school games?
I did, in fact, yes. There's Doral laying it in. Cardinal Newman beat him right here at Bailey Field. I believe it was his junior year, might have been his senior year. It was a great game.
Look at this guy over here casually dropping the fact that he did Tom Brady's high school game like it's no big deal.
Yeah, I still have that tape somewhere buried in my garage. I've seen the second half recently. I haven't found the first half. One of these days, I'm gonna get that uploaded to YouTube, and it's a fascinating game. He was a great player back then. We had no idea, you know. And I'm announcing the game back then. It was around '94, and we're kind of saying, yeah, this guy's highly regarded. You know, he's a pretty good high school quarterback. We had no clue, of course, where he was going. On your choice, or how far he would go, and how he would become one of the greatest of all time.
I got a prediction. It's just 2 words: Brady, Gronk, all day.
On your choice, got them both.
This has been a good game to watch, but I mean, from Montgomery's standpoint, I think they're looking at this and they'll use it as motivation. They don't want to get beat by this score ever again. So I think they'll use it as motivation, and I feel sorry for the next team that they play because they're going to be pretty frustrated and take it all out on them.
Yeah, I'm willing to say Tom Brady is one of the greatest of all times. I'm not going with greatest of all time because I'm a 49er fan, and you know, I think we had a couple pretty good quarterbacks here in North Bay as well.
Just a couple, but this might sound blasphemous. I can't deny it anymore. I think Tom Brady is the greatest of all time.
Bryn Searcy underneath. Leah Kansani-Baker doesn't get it. Fight for the ball with Lexi Bateman. Possession arrow favors Newman. 4:37 to go. Kind of interesting, Jerry Robinson played against the Raiders in the Super Bowl in 1981, and then he became a member of the Raiders. He was never an Oakland Raider. He was a Los Angeles Raider, never an Oakland Raider, but he still goes around and does a lot of appearances with his former Raider teammates and other great Raider players. It's a great guy. He went all the way to Stockton with me to do a Cardinal Newman football game on the radio a few years ago, St. Mary's against Cardinal Newman, and we had made that drive together, and it was great. I love spending the time with them. Nice drive to the basket, kicked out Bryn Searcy, almost got the 3. Kicked out. And I'll be honest, I saw him play football on tape, or on film, I should say, but I only saw him play basketball in person here at Cardinal Newman.
Well, it's amazing the Sonoma County connections that we have to big league players. And
pass goes down in the post, kicked back out now. Montgomery firing them up from 3. Love that when the backup players get in and they shoot with confidence. Here comes Cardinal Newman now with Bryn Searcy trying to step out. 3 minutes to go in this one. Aaliyah Kansani-Baker now down the lane. No good.
And if you're a backup right now for Newman, why not?
Yeah. Nice offensive rebound. Montgomery working it. Cardinal Newman takes it away. Out in front of the pack with the left hand, Michaela McCormick. Great job to make that left-handed lay-in and draw the foul. She'll have a chance to complete an old-fashioned three-point play.
Fouls on Dyke.
And that is just a touch foul when you get so deep and you see a three-pointer there go down for
Tal
Newman.
Webb hitting a three. That was a while ago.
And you see, here's the fast break.
Oh, we got a violation right there.
We took down to 2 minutes, and here's the layup, as you see, and that's just a touch foul. Once they get that deep into the post, you just got to let them go, and you can't compound the mistake by committing a foul.
Three-pointer off the mark. Aaliyah Kansani-Baker with a $1.50 to go in this one. Long three, good. Nice shot by Christina Bacci. Gotta love that.
Kind of typifies this night for Newman and Montgomery. Make no mistake, Dave, I am a 49ers fan, and I love Joe Montana. I just recognize reality when I see it.
Brent Searcy trying to get the steal there. A head-to-head matchup we will never get to see, unfortunately.
Now, but what did you think, Dave, of the rumors that Jerry Rice might be taking a touchdown pass from Derek Carr at some point?
I'd like to see it. Why not?
John Gruden, Chucky, is just crazy enough to do it, I think.
Jerry Rice is probably still in pretty good shape, too. Here comes McCormick down the lane. She passes it off. Nice left-handed attempt by Harris. Nice job by Salinas to the rack and one. Sophia Salinas for Montgomery.
It's a nice note to end the game on if you're Montgomery.
And it's a running clock, so that will
Basket
just
counts.
about do it.
Cassie O'Connor with the foul.
And Salinas got it.
And Sophie Salinas to the line. It was just a one shot.
By the way, Dave, just to confirm your suspicions, I met Jerry Rice about 5 months ago. Great shape.
Yeah, I would only imagine. Here we go. That's going to do it. So it's a final.
That's your final.
That is 68 in a row now
Cardinal
for the
Newman
Cardinal
is
Newman
here
Cardinals
on Friday
in a
against
very
the
impressive
Maria
one
Carrillo.
after that 6-point game at the Viking Dome to come here and beat them by 46 points.
Well, I think what Newman,
That's impressive.
It is impressive, Dave, and I think what Newman did is they looked at that and they said, we can't afford to just play close with these guys again. And so they just ramped it up, and they, I think this was a little bit personal for Newman. I think because they almost gave one away there in Montgomery.
All right, we'll take a quick break right here, and we'll be back with a final word from the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium. Final score is 70-24.
Epicenter has redefined fun in Sonoma County with an epic mix of sports, entertainment, recreation, dining, and nightlife, all under one roof. Experience Epicenter's arcade with cutting-edge interactive games, 7D thrill ride, and advanced laser tag arena. Enjoy 16 lanes of upscale bowling at 710 Social, and check out Victory House Restaurant with massive HD screens for awesome sports viewing. Burn off energy at Rock and Jump Trampoline Park or sign up for multi-sport leagues at Sports City, 3215 Coffee Lane in Santa Rosa. Looking to buy or sell wine country, ranch, and vineyard property? Vice Properties, with over 75 years of combined experience, can make it happen. Vice Properties specializes in North Bay ranch and vineyard properties with in-depth local knowledge and relationships unparalleled in wine country. Vice Properties can also help with commercial, investment, and residential properties. We know the market. Let us help you get the best deal possible. Call Vice Properties today or go to viceproperties.com.
You've worked hard to create a good life for you and your family. Protecting what you've earned is important. At George Peterson Insurance Agency, our local agents work with you to make sure your home and belongings are protected from potential risks. When it comes to you and your family, we're committed to providing you with the right insurance for your needs. We work hard to ensure that your risks are covered so you can focus on what's most important. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
When you come to Oil Stop, we'll serve you and your passengers with a complimentary beverage. Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, coffee, tea, hot chocolate, hot cider, or even a bottle of cold, refreshing water. Want to check your emails, surf the web, or get some work done when you're in for service? Use our high-speed Wi-Fi. It's free. We'll also provide a free car wash with your oil change so your car looks as good as it runs. How convenient is that? Oil Stop. We're here to serve you.
The NFL offers.
And here we go. The final score of this one, once again, 70-24. Cardinal Newman has now won 68 straight North Bay League games, and that includes the NBL tournament games that they've won. And what an impressive game tonight for them. There it is right there. Their last loss, January 24th, 2014. They lost 57-41 to Santa Rosa. Santa Rosa had kind of ruled the NBL for a couple of years before that, and Cardinal Newman kind of took the crown away and hasn't relinquished it since. So a big night for Flores. She ends up with 20 points. Cargill ended up with 17, but there were a lot of impressive players for Cardinal Newman on the floor tonight.
Definitely a lot of impressive players, and Cardinal Newman just went out and executed flawlessly, and you got to play perfectly against this Newman team to beat them and hope that they have some flaws. And so when neither of those things happen, you're in for a rough night if you're Montgomery.
Well, these teams may meet again in the NBL playoff tournament. We'll see about that. And that's coming up in a couple of weeks. We hope to have some coverage of that for you here on YSN365.com. Until then, for Matt Fowler and all of us here at YSN365.com, I'm Dave Cox saying goodbye from the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium, where Cardinal Newman wins it 70-24 over the Montgomery Vikings.
Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Meade Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Meade Clark Lumber.
North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division 1, 2, 3, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite.